It's a cool and quite blustery morning here at the Millerton Golf Club, which is of course where the Claverflag Golf Day was played, with Gary Player and Michael Bass, Gaynor Rupert and a whole lot of other dignitaries. It's a special day. But now we're heading over to Millerton to catch up with TARRY to find out about the preparation of Gray's Inn's son, Legal Eagle, the champion horse of the year. He's having his 29th start, and who would have ever believed that if you go back to the record, on the 28th of October 2014, Legal Eagle had his first start where he was beaten 10.5 lengths by a horse of the de Kock yard called Mutamakan. The second horse came out and won 3 in a row. The third horse came out and won 2 in a row. There is such an incredible form for that particular race, but the rest is history. And if you take a look at the stats, Legal Eagle has recorded 15 wins. What is important is that Legal Eagle is now going to be racing in the Met for his 4th consecutive time. Twice at weight for age terms, known as the Sun Met. Prior to that, of course, conditions that didn't really favour him. But of course, he was the highest rated horse in the race. He was invincible over a mile. For the first time ever, he had his colours lowered in the Lormerans Queen's Plate this year. But TARRY is very firmly on record as having said that that particular run was below par, and he believes that he's got him absolutely bubbling under for the forthcoming Sun Met. So without any further ado, let's go and have a look at him work on the cinder track, after which we're going to have a chat to Sean and find out how he's come through his prep and what it's been like to train this incredibly game, consistent, generous son of Gray's Inn.
Yes, Andrew, obviously we did have a few concerns after the last run, but he certainly turned the corner. As you say, we are enjoying the journey. You know, horses like this come by once in a lifetime, and it's important that we stay in the moment. And, you know, we always seem to be planning and looking ahead and looking behind us in racing, that we forget to actually enjoy what's in front of us. And that's the whole thing, is just to enjoy what we have at the moment.
Getting to know a horse like this in the two environments in which he's raced. He's predominantly been a Cape and Johannesburg horse. He had one crack at the Vodacom Durban July, which he could easily have won, but you decided to keep him away from there, and as a result, not a lot of miles on the clock.
Yeah, we found a formula that's worked for him over the years, and obviously a program that's worked for him. You know, he was always the highest rated horse in the country, and the July was never an option. But I see the way they're shuffling the deck with the ratings, you never know.
With great respect to the expertise and knowledge of Robert Bloomberg, who stated on the panel discussion that he didn't win it as a 4-year-old, he didn't win it as a 5-year-old, he didn't win it as a 6-year-old. He won all those Queen's Plates. In the Queen's Plate that he doesn't win, why should he win the Met? I have my good reasons in my heart. I'd like to hear yours.
Andrew, listen, the form's out there for all to see, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. However, 2 of those Mets weren't weight for age. We gave weight twice. The last run was a weight for age, and all 3 runs we've been quite handy. A position which I'm not comfortable with this horse in over 2,000 and more. You know, we are going to drop him out. I don't care if they walk. I don't care if they fly. The pace is irrelevant. He's going to get dropped out, and he's going to finish the race, and we're going to learn something here. And I've no doubt in my mind that if things fall into place, he can produce a top finish.
You're on record as having said that he ran below par in the Lormerans Queen's Plate with nothing definitive to pick up in his clinical behaviour or temperatures or soundness or anything like that. But has he shown you that whatever it was is now no longer a factor for the running of the Sun Met?
Yeah, he certainly has, as I said earlier, turned the corner in a big way in terms of his freshness, his eating, his work. He's definitely on the right track. My concern now is have I gone the other way? He's obviously picked up a good few kilos. We've freshened him up. You know, he has galloped in between, and we were happy with the gallop, but his weight's climbing, and that's got to tell you something. I don't believe there are too many horses that are unhealthy or have a problem or an ailment, and they're picking up weight. They're normally losing weight when they're working into a race like this. So. Yeah, there are a lot of signs there that are good enough for me to believe that he's in a good place. Obviously, I think he is healthy, and as I said, if I had to now look for things to worry about, he is maybe a few kilos heavier than his usual racing weight. But I think it's not an exact science. We've got to get the horse feeling good on the day, looking good and in a good frame of mind and fresh, and he ticks all those boxes. And yeah, let's get through the next few days.
Many great trainers, they go by the idiom, if it works, don't fix it. You've had a well tried and tested route into this race. But I have to say that his 6 furlong race at Turffontein was eye-popping, and that gave notice that the sparkle and the zest and the enthusiasm is most certainly there as a 7-year-old.
Without a doubt in my mind. I mean, that was good enough for me. His Greenpoint run, I still believe he might have had the easiest run of all. If you watch Anton's body language and how vigorous he actually was on the horse. And yeah, as I said before many times, that he had an off day on the wrong day.
I said finally, but really this is finally. Lyle Hewitson, what a likeable, hard-working young man. What a beautiful opportunity, because he really doesn't have a lot of pressure to bear. He's drawn 11 and he has instructions which I know that he will follow.
Yes, at the end of the day, you know, we only have a plan if things go a little differently in the race. He's not going to get moaned at or anything like that. We understand racing well enough, but I feel it is certainly an opportunity for him to get onto a horse like this. He has galloped him a good few times and knows what he's felt in a gallop. And yeah, this is his chance.